You're listening to the International Moving Podcast, your guide to moving to another country, brought to you by SDC International Shipping, LA's finest. An international move is exciting. It's a time to start over, establish a new business maybe, reestablish family ties, or retire where your budget will do more for you. Please enjoy today's episode, and if you have any questions about your international move, give us a call at 888-779-3962. That's 888-779-3962.
Welcome back. If you joined us for our last episode, we talked about why so many professionals, entrepreneurs, and families are moving to the UAE. But how do you actually move there? What kind of visas do you need? That's exactly what we're diving into today. Whether you're looking for a work visa, an investor visa, or a long-term residency option, this episode is going to break it all down for you. How residency works in the UAE. First things first. Moving to the UAE is different from moving to many Western countries. You can't just arrive and apply for a residency permit like you would in places like Canada or Portugal. Instead, you typically need a sponsor, whether it's an employer, a spouse, or even a business you start yourself. Once you have a sponsor, they help facilitate your residency visa, and that will allow you to live legally in the UAE. The good news, residency visas are relatively straightforward to obtain if you meet the criteria. Let's go over some of the main visa types. Work visas, the most common residency route. The most common way to move to the UAE is through a work visa, which is linked to employment in the country. Here's how it works. 1. You get a job offer from a company based in the UAE. 2. Your employer becomes your visa sponsor and handles most of the paperwork for you. 3. The process usually includes a contract from the employer, a medical exam, including blood tests for infectious diseases, and an application for an Emirates ID. This will serve as your official identification in the country. 4. Once approved, you'll receive a residency visa valid for 2 or 3 years, depending on the contract. Here's a key thing to note. Your visa is tied to your job. If you leave that company, your visa is canceled and you'll have to find another sponsor or leave the country. Investor and entrepreneur visas, building your future in the UAE. If you're a business owner or an investor, the UAE makes it very attractive to set up shop. There are 2 main pathways. 1. Investor visa for business owners and entrepreneurs. If you invest in a company or start your own business in the UAE, you can sponsor yourself for a visa. This is especially popular in the free zones, where foreigners can own 100% of their business with no local partner required. You'll typically need to show proof of your investment, such as business registration documents or financial records. 2. The Golden Visa for long-term residency. The UAE has recently introduced the Golden Visa. This grants 5 or 10-year residency to professionals, investors, entrepreneurs, and even some outstanding students. If you qualify, whether through a significant business investment or real estate ownership, or being a high-level professional in fields like science, medicine, or technology, then you can enjoy long-term residency without needing a traditional sponsor. Freelance and remote work visa, or the digital nomad. If you're not tied to a company, but you still want to live and work in the UAE, there are options for freelance and remote workers. First, the freelance visa. This allows professionals in certain fields like media, design, and technology to live in the UAE while working for clients around the world. And 2, the remote work visa. This will let foreign professionals live in Dubai while working for a company based outside the UAE. This is perfect for digital nomads who want to experience the UAE's luxurious lifestyle but don't want to switch jobs. Both of these visas allow self-sponsorship, meaning you have more flexibility than traditional work visas. Family sponsorship, bringing your loved ones. Once you secure a residency visa, you can apply for your family to join you. And here's how it works. You have to have a work visa. You have to earn a certain salary, usually around $1,000 to $1,400 American. You can sponsor your child or your spouse for residency. If you have an investor visa or a golden visa, you can typically sponsor your family as well. Your family members will need to go through medical screening and apply for the Emirates ID. The process is fairly straightforward, making the UAE a great place for expat families looking for a safe and high-quality lifestyle. The visa application process in the UAE is usually efficient and digitally friendly, but there's a few things you need to expect. 1. Employer or business sponsorship. If you're getting a work or investor visa, your employer or business will handle the paperwork. 2. Medical tests. A health screening is required for all visas. 3. Emirates ID application. Once your visa is approved, you need an Emirates ID, which acts as your official identification for banking, contracts, and even just daily life. 4. Residency stamp on your passport. Once approved, your residency visa is stamped into your passport. This allows you to live in the UAE legally. The entire process usually takes 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the type of visa. So there you have it, a complete breakdown of the UAE resident and work visas. Whether you're moving for a job, starting a business, or looking for a long-term residency option, the UAE does have a path for you. In our next episode, we're going to be covering the cost of living, like housing, daily expenses, and how to budget for your move. And if you're ready to start planning for your move, SDC International Shipping is here to make it stress-free. From packing and shipping to custom clearance and secure storage, we can handle all of it. Visit our website today for a free quote and consultation. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thanks for listening. Whether you're relocating within the country or moving to the other side of the world, we're here to help from start to finish. Connect with us today at 888-779-3962. That's 888-779-3962.